Hello, today is June 5th, 2018, and time is 12:30 in the afternoon. Just wanted to do a quick video of something that just happened, and I try to record it on my cell phone and whatever. So, there's a park close, just a few blocks away to where I'm currently staying right now. Go there every day, almost every day. Go there around noon. Sometimes have lunch there, or a lot of times I just sit, have a tea, and talk on the phone. Or like today, I was there. I was on actually a live chat and minding my own business. When I come in, there was some youth soccer game going on. And I usually park facing the opposite way anyway. And, you know, I park in the center. My truck is stands out. It has modifications to it. So it really stands out, and I have stickers and stuff on the back window. And so I'm parked in the middle of the parking lot, facing the opposite way. This guy comes up to me while I was on this live chat and asked what I was doing. I'm thinking, well, what is it to you? And he identified himself as part of the soccer organization, and I thought, okay, well, just sitting here. And in a nutshell, he's asking me to leave because some parents feel uncomfortable with me being parked there. He goes, I've seen you here yesterday and the day before. And I said, yeah, I mean, I just don't only go there around noon. You know, I've gone into that park in the evening. It's a beautiful day today. It's actually in a good mood, despite everything that I'm going through. And I said to him, you know, like, what I told him was, I said, you know, the problem is there's too many busybodies in the world today making uninformed conclusions. I identified who I was. I said, I'm not leaving. It's a public park. Anyway, I said, if you want me to leave, call the police and then I'll leave. And I said, okay, well, he just keeps ranting on like a little pansy. And then I said, okay, well, you're finished. Well, then he steps up to my window and said, you know, well, what are you going to do? I'm not finished. What are you going to do about it? I said, I'm going to put up my window. And then he got all pissy, and then I could hear him making phone calls, and he's taking my plate. And I ended up calling the police and said to them, you know, identified who I was, gave them all my particulars, including my plate number. And the female officer said, well, you know, I should be considerate of, you know, the parents there. And I'm like, I'm just minding my own business. It was unbelievable. And I emailed my lawyer, and I made posts in Facebook and stuff. So even the lawyer said, based on, especially with what I'm going through, you know, I don't want cause any more problems for myself, so I should just leave. And I'm thinking, I'm just sitting here, minding my own business, talking with people on my phone, and I have to leave because some jackass is out there fucking paranoid and have some mental health issues. And just because I'm a white middle-aged male sitting in my vehicle alone, I am asked to leave a public area. And the thing is, I've since moved to close to a Tim Hortons. I'm actually in a Tim Hortons parking lot. And the thing is, though, even my sitting here could be deemed as suspicious. I can't just sit as a male in my vehicle, enjoying the weather, talking on the phone, having a tea, having a cigarette, and mind my own business without other assholes making uninformed conclusions. And this is the fucking problem that I'm in with this legal shit. See my channel and my Facebook pages for more details. This is so unfair. And somebody in the Facebook asked if I was joking about this. My reply was, I wish I was joking. And I'm pretty upset and I'm shaken up, and this is And before I left, a bunch of parents apparently just jumped into their vehicles and cleared out of there. And as they were driving past me, were giving me the dirty look. And here's the thing, if any of those assholes are watching, you were the creepers, not me. You became what you feared. I'm just sitting there minding my own business, and you people escalated matters and created something that didn't even exist. Just like those two officers did on May 4th, 2013. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hi. Sure. I'm just gonna stay away from you because I want to follow my smoke. So I come here at lunch almost every day. Yep. I sit at the Tim Hortons over there quite often. I see you guys coming and going. Yep. Sometimes I have trouble sleeping at night. I just go there, sit there, have a tea, get tired. Yesterday and the day before, I come here even in the evening sometimes, and usually I park in the center and I face that way. Yeah. For no particular reason. I just like to people watch, and you know, it's comfortable sitting inside the truck. So anyway, that guy in the blue shirt. I did speak with him. Yeah. So I was actually, when I'm out here, I'll be on the phone chatting. I was actually in a live chat, on a group chat, when he had come up to me. Okay. And he asked what I was doing here, and I'm like, what does it matter to you? After he identified who he was, I realized, okay. I said, well, I'm just sitting here. I have a tea. I had something to eat from Tim's. You know, I had finished eating my own business, and he wanted me to leave. And I'm like, for what? And he explained that apparently, allegedly, some parents were concerned that a male is sitting by himself in the truck. Mm-hmm. He acknowledged that he's seen me here before. I'm here almost every day. Okay. And I said to him, I said, well, I'm not leaving. I said, if you want to call the police and they ask me to leave, I will comply. Like, you know, there's no question about that. And he starts ranting on and on and on. I said, okay, well, you're finished here. If you're going to do something, do it. And he goes, well, I'm not finished. He gets right up to my window. He goes, I'm not finished. What are you going to do about it? Now I have my phone recording. And I'm looking at him like, you're becoming what you're claiming to fear from me. Okay. Right? Because I'm just sitting here minding my own business. And I showed him that when he first approached me, the live chat, you know how on the phone it shows. Mm-hmm. So, but this is very upsetting. I explained to him, I said, you know, there's a lot of, the problem in society today, there's a lot of busybodies making uninformed conclusions. I'm just sitting here, I haven't done anything. You people are the one that are escalating, creating something. After he came up to my window, mm-hmm. He said, well, what are you gonna do? Just like that. And I said, well, I'm gonna put my window up, yeah. Which I started to, and then he walked away cursing at me or whatever. And I'm sitting there like, so I ended my chat session, and then that's when I contacted, yeah. You guys. Now during that time, I had I documented the whole thing very well. I made some posts online, and I even emailed a lawyer saying, you know, this is just happening as we're talking. And like, I'm not trying to cause any problems. You know, I just want to, like anybody, just do your shit and live in peace. And so this is where we're at. This is why we're talking. But for him to come up, ask me to, you know, demand that I leave, and then get in my face, like, what are you going to do? Because I'm saying, I mean, there comes a point where in a conversation, there's no value, right? Yeah. And we were getting nowhere. And I told him, if the police come, I will leave. There's going to be no problems. Yeah. But I said, I have every right to be here. I'm here all the time. And he acknowledged that I'm here. He's seen me here before. Okay. I've been here in the evening. I parked in the center. Can't miss my truck. It's not like I'm, you know, in some sort of generic vehicle, you know, in the center, facing the opposite way. And I'm being asked to leave because I'm a male, which it's not right. That's my issue. I wanted to call you guys one, to have it documented, because, you know, I don't want anyone thinking like, you know, well, this guy's up to something. I'm not up to shit. I'm just minding my own business. But yeah, this is very, I'm shaking, like, because this is very upsetting.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, you did the right thing, okay? In that, you know, I appreciate that you didn't get into confrontation with him, and that you just called us and let us handle that. If I was in your situation, I would be upset too, that all I wanted to do was sit here and make some calls, especially given the fact that today you made a conscious effort to face the other way. So I can appreciate that. What he said too is that you were facing this way today, and I always face that way regardless of what's going on in the park. Yeah.
So I just like to watch the traffic. As I said, I sit at the Tim Hortons, but sometimes that parking lot's too busy.
Yes.
Like if I'm having to smoke, windows down, people walking, noise. So I got my stuff from Tim's. I thought I'm just going to come here where it's quiet. Obviously, it's not quiet. But yeah, I always face that way. See the traffic go by. You had called. I got, you know, Bluetooth, and I just turned around and came back here, and now we're talking.
Yeah.
So.
Well, what I'll have to say is, you know, I appreciate you coming back and speaking with me. I know you just wanted to make sure that, you know, we understood where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I always know there's two sides to every story,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I appreciate your honesty. What I'll say to you as well is that, you know, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm a female, right? So I don't know what it's like to feel like in that category. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry that that's what you've gone through and how you felt in this circumstance. So you did the right thing by calling us.
Yeah.
And just leaving the area. I think what it comes down to in the future is that this parking lot is they're saying is private property. So I can't confirm that.
Well,
I don't.
Looking it up on the internet, this is a public space.
Yeah, and that's the difference, is that there's oftentimes private areas that are public access, right? So.
Like that
Yeah.
If they rented that field, I don't know anything about that field, but this spot here is public.
Yeah, and I would.
And, you know, I mean, I'm just sitting here minding my own business, and I was busy on chat when he actually startled the shit out of me when he came up, and I'm thinking, like, are you gonna mug me? Like, you know, what do you want? You're gonna beg for money?
Yeah. So I would just say, you know, I don't know how long this group in particular is here, but just be aware that if you're hanging out in this area and doing that,
well, I don't know what more. I don't know what more I can do, but you know, like yesterday actually I pulled up to here for no particular reason, but still facing that way.
Yeah.
I mean, if people, it doesn't help men or me, but if they're so paranoid, stay home. That, you know, it sounds cold and it maybe sound, you know, whatever, but stay home. Do the world a favor, stay home, don't reproduce. You know, I'm pissed off right now. I'm still shaking. It's not right. He's telling me, well, go park on the street. Well, no matter as a guy, what I find, if I was sitting there parking on the street, you just happen to be driving by, and I'm sitting there maybe half an hour. You see me still sitting there, you'd be going, well, I wonder what this guy's up to, right? My point is, whether I'm on the street, sitting at Tim Hortons, or sitting here, somebody's going to see me as suspicious. And the problem is, in today's world, everyone has a voice, and you have all the whack jobs out there, you know, having a voice saying, oh, this is creeping me out.
Well, and we do. You're absolutely right. We go to suspicious people type calls all the time that end up being nothing, right?
Yeah.
But the way that our world works is that people report things that don't look right to them, and we got to check it out.
Yeah, they're basing it on their limited knowledge base and making an uninformed conclusion, escalating shit. And this is, you know, there's a lot of, and I hope I'm making sense.
Yeah, and I absolutely, like, I don't know exactly what you're talking about. I have and probably will never experience that being female.
Yeah.
Right? But I hear what you're saying, right? I don't understand what you're saying, but I hear what you're saying. And, you know, I appreciate you coming out and coming back and explaining that, and like I said, how you've handled this situation, as upsetting as it is. So. Well,
I just wanted to nip this in the bud and have it, and probably guarantee. And the crazy part is, as I was talking with dispatch on the phone, these parents were driving right past me, giving me like, the evil eye. They, in essence, became the creepers that they feared. Am I making sense? And I'm going to try to find somewhere else just to sit and enjoy the weather. But, I was actually in a good mood and enjoying the day on live chat, having a great conversation. And now I'm talking to you.
Well, I'm sorry that this was such a bad part of the day. I hope you can recover from it and enjoy the day because the weather is good. Tomorrow's supposed to be good.
Tomorrow's supposed to be, yeah.
So that's all I can offer. What did you tell them with regards to the situation? Like, you don't have to give me the details, of course. I told him the same thing. Look, I don't know if this is private or public property. I just told him as well, just be careful about who you approach, right? I say the same to you, right?
Well, he approached me.
Yeah.
And he became aggressive.
Yeah, and that's what I said to him. And obviously,
and I got it on video.
Yeah, and his side, I say, well, I wasn't here, I didn't see. I just cautioned him, look, you don't know who you're dealing with. If you have a concern, you can call us.
Yeah.
And I think the one thing too was that just of mentioning, and I'm not saying that you did anything wrong by being here every day, but I think that's why he called, was because he noticed a pattern. I think if he had just seen you here one day, he probably would have let it go.
Yeah.
By the time he kind of saw this, what's today, Thursday? Maybe, I don't know, you've been here 2-3 days. That's when he kind of...
I've been doing this like forever coming here. It's not like just something that started.
I think this is just a special rental group for the week or something like that, right? Like a soccer camp or something, I don't know.
Right. And I told him, he's saying about the soccer, and I'm like, I don't give a shit about your soccer. Like,
Yeah.
What?
Well, at the end of the day, two people come at a situation from different perspectives,
yeah.
right? And I do too, right?
Yeah.
I come into this situation with a third perspective and a third goal, right? You have a goal, he has a goal, and I have we all have different goals.
Yeah.
And we all have different ways that we approach this, and we're all going to see it differently. Right?
Well, here's the thing with this group. Could have come up, then which he ended up doing, identified himself.
Yeah.
This is why I'm approaching you. And as I told him, this is why I'm here.
Yeah.
You got Tim Hortons. I have the bag still sitting, and be like, oh, okay, well, and he should have just left it, but to press it and then become aggressive because he wasn't getting his way. Okay, that's crossing the line.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I think he's coming at it with a different perspective and a different goal, and perhaps that goal and perspective got muddied, right? Like, he's coming out with thinking, I'm here to protect the children, and the parents are coming to, let's just say, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say, for argument's sake, he's coming out thinking, I'm here to protect the children, and I'm here because the parents are going to come and pick him up. I better make sure I know what's going on in case the parents ask me, and now I might be in trouble because now I'm letting something happen that shouldn't. So then maybe he comes at it with a goal in mind, and then emotions get involved, and now all of a sudden you're not doing, and he's in charge, and you're not doing, and then...
He's not in charge of me.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to... You know what? At the end of the day, this is what I'm hearing from you, is that it doesn't feel good to be accused of something that you have no business being involved in, right?
Yeah.
And I feel the same way.
Well, I'm with what I'm dealing with right now in this city, which is why I ended up coming back last summer here to resolve this. I've been accused. Well, this began for me in December 2012. The false allegation by a female. She accused myself and a coworker, and two of your guys decided to do some street justice on her behalf, and this is what I've been dealing with ever since. And then when they realized everything went to shit, makes me really sensitive to something like this, is because what I've been dealing with for over 5 years now is based on one false accusation, and I had 2 officers accuse me, and then now I'm in the appeal process of all that. So now I'm getting somewhat accused again. It's like, where can I go that I don't look suspicious? I could just sit, mind my own business, play checkers on my phone if I want.
Can I just say something from an outsider's perspective?
Sure.
It sounds like you've gone through a lot of stuff, heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Don't lump this into it. Okay?
No.
I'm not in your shoes,
Yeah.
but that's why I'm saying this to you as an independent, is that this really is so minor. Okay?
Oh, I know.
So don't let this bring you back into a bad place with heavier stuff. This really is nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? And I know it's affecting you greatly because of what you've been through in the past.
Yeah.
But that's why I say that to you, is that, you know what, we walk away from here and I won't even think about this call. Like, I'm on to the next. This is so minor.
I know.
And I'm not trying to belittle you by saying that. I'm trying to encourage you by saying, honestly, this is done. Like, don't let this drag you down.
But here's the thing. So that's why, and I realize that I'm more sensitive to something like this.
We always carry what's happened with us into situations.
But it's not until what I'm dealing with, the big one, is resolved, I can't begin to heal, because I have to, like, that's why I don't sleep well at night, and I'll just go to Tim Hortons and sit there. But I make sure there's a light pole. I park underneath the light pole right beside, because I'm just like, I don't need shit.
Yeah.
I'm making sure that I'm visible at all times in the middle of the parking lot. I'm visible, you know.
And you know what? I'd like to say to you, hey, you know what? Nobody's gonna call us again because you're not up to anything. I can't make that guarantee.
I know.
Right?
This is the world we live in.
I also